Our top story, there was euphoria as they were found alive. The 12 boys and their football captain missing in a Thai cave network for 9 days were discovered by rescue divers. And the moment was caught on camera, but their ordeal is far from over. Weak and sensitive to light, their safe escape could now depend on them learning to dive. And it could take weeks or even months for them to be rescued. Evelyn Laverick has the story.
How many of you? 13. Brilliant.
The first contact with 12 boys and their coach missing in caves in Thailand for 9 days. The remarkable video was shot by rescuers who found them perched on a ledge beside a pool of deep water.
Many people are coming.
The youngsters, aged between 11 and 16, and their 25-year-old coach had set out to explore the cave complex after football practice on June the 23rd. A boy left behind raised the alarm when they didn't return. Families of the missing group were ecstatic at news of the rescue. One woman said, "Today is the best day. I've been waiting for my son for so many days. I thought he only had a 50% chance of survival. I'm so excited. The first thing I'll do is hug him." But now the challenge is to get the boys out of the cave. Rescuers have battled through thick mud and high water to reach the group. One option is to bring them out by diving. It's the quickest, but it's also the most dangerous. The other is to wait and use pumps to reduce water levels. But that's a race against time as more monsoon rain is forecast. Meanwhile, medical teams have been sent inside with energy gels and fresh water while they can assess how fit the boys are before coming up with a strategy. Evelyn Laverick, Euronews.
Now, in a moment, we will be speaking to the U.S. Air Force at the cave site. But first, you're looking at live pictures from the scene where rescuers are now working out how to get the boys and their coach out of the cave. And I am joined now by U.S. Air Force spokesperson Jessica Tate, who has been helping with the rescue efforts. Jessica, good to see you there. It's been an incredible journey. I mean, we've been following this for a couple of days. Can you give us a sense of how it happened and how difficult it was, considering you were there?
So we've been following the developments closely, and we are thrilled with such a positive outcome that the children and the coach are alive. This was a Thai-led multinational rescue effort. We've been here since the 28th of June, and since we've hit the ground, we've been working with our Thai partners. It truly is amazing when you see all the people that are here supporting this effort. I just have no words for it.
And in terms of the equipment used, the kind of skills needed to get into the cave, can you describe to us what that was like?
So the Royal Thai government requested the United States through U.S. Indo-Pacific Command to send U.S. Air Force forces in. So my team is comprised of pararescuemen, a survival specialist, as well as support personnel. And since we've hit the ground, we've been advising and assisting the Thais with this effort. Our skill set is very specialized, and where we're able to provide, whether it's helping support dive operations or surveying the land, trying to find alternate entry points, or whether it's providing that medical care, the team is here, they're working hard and really integrating with our Thai partners. The United States and Thailand have been partners for a long time, and it's just wonderful that we're here to celebrate.
Yeah, and Jessica, I think one of the main issues in this rescue was the lack of skills, the skill set needed in order to get into that cave, and that's why you were there helping the Thai authorities. Can you tell us what is ahead for the people in the cave still, mentally and physically, in terms of getting out of the cave?
Well, I'd say there's definitely some challenges ahead, but what's so wonderful is that you have everyone here that has been working, the rescue workers, from the Thai authorities to the Thai government to the international presence here. So yes, here U.S., but then you also have Australian divers, you have Chinese divers, the British dive team that found the boys, all here and supporting this. The challenges ahead, its next phase is the planning. It's trying to figure out what's the best course of action to be able to get these boys and the coach out quickly, but the paramount thing is safely.
And the parents have set up a tribute site, I think, in front of the cave. What is the situation there like right now?
I feel that everyone is just, waiting for what's next. And it really is the planning. There's a lot of joy and sense in the air. I think I was here last night, and it was it was unreal, really, truthfully. Everyone just being so happy that we found them and that they were alive and that we were able to now get into providing assistance and then looking at that next phase of the operation and being able to extract them.
All right. Thank you for that. Jessica Tate from the U.S. Air Force, who is right there at the rescue site. Thank you. Well, despite the group of 13 having been found alive, there are a lot more challenges ahead for them. Alex in the Cube has this part of the story. Alex.
Tessa, what an extraordinary twist. To hear that news yesterday, they were found alive and well. But as Tessa was saying there, the challenges are still ahead to rescue this team. Let's just take a look at the cave system where the boys have been found. This is an overview of the mountain. This yellow line showing the cave system. The entrance here, where the boys would have entered. And this area here, Pattaya Beach, is where the rescue workers believed they would have sought sanctuary from the rising waters of the monsoon. They were actually found 400 metres further up, roughly around here. That is where the boys were eventually found by a British dive team. So as you can see, to get them back to the entrance is a significant distance. And a local organisation which specialises in underwater diving did a quick sketch last night and shared it on social media, just showing how difficult it would be just to get them back to Pattaya Beach, where they originally thought they were. Let's just walk you through this very quickly. These areas here, so this is where the boys have been found. These areas here are submerged. The boys would have to dive through at least 10 metres of water at each point. Then there's an area here where scuba gear has to be taken off because of the narrowness of the passage. The narrow passage here, meaning the gear has to come off your shoulders. Then there is a steep slope up here where you had to carry your scuba gear to reach the top where the SEAL rescue team are based. And then from there, you still have to make it through further water to Pattaya Beach. Now, it's reported that many of these boys can't swim, let alone dive. So this challenge for professional divers, you can see how risky and how dangerous this would be. There's also a suggestion of drilling from the surface. But again, it's been reported that actually to get the heavy drilling equipment up there to try and reach the boys, you've got to build the roads, bring the drills up. And this is a race against time with more monsoon rains forecast for the future. But on social media, irrespective of the challenges, people have seized on that, the hope for getting the boys out, having now found them alive. And this is the image we want to leave you with. It's the word thank you, written in several languages, and it's been shared on social media in both Thai and English, basically thanking the rescue workers and now having a really positive view of the future. People hopeful that now they found them, these rescue workers can get the boys out.